Thank you for giving birth to me. Welcome back, everybody, to On The Block Podcast. 12 consecutive weeks. Going strong and hard.
Damn.
You're supposed to do the ad-lib for me at that point, bro.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I was just carried away by the way you said hard.
We're back again, 12 consecutive weeks.
Yes,
bro,
sir.
we haven't stopped entertaining y'all.
12 weeks, bro. How many months is that? Quick months, please.
3 months,
Damn.
I believe.
Bro, 3 months. Nah, that's a lot. That's easy.
That's a lot. Like,
that's a lot.
seriously,
That's
a lot.
Consistently, you.
Consistently.
No. Come on, give us our flowers, please.
Consistently.
Send flowers to the studio. Nah, but for real though, like you guys should actually send us some for Christmas. What do you think, Kamsi? Don't we deserve it?
Thank you for the pussy that you sent to me.
Who sent it? What's her name? Drop the details.
Bro, stop it. 12 consecutive weeks.
Yes,
we've been
sir.
on it. And this week, we want to just engage with you another time about a very interesting topic called African daddies. I mean, African parents.
Come on. Don't forget your agenda.
African parents. But before we get into it, thank you guys for 500 unique listeners. Jeffrey, did you believe that when we start?
Wow.
What am I saying? Did you believe when we started? Now 500. Well, guy, what's wrong with my English? You understand what I'm trying to say, dude?
I know what you're saying, bro. It's crazy.
But you understand.
Last time Emeka, I remember the first time Emeka updated us, it was 100.
Bro.
Then the next time was 300. Now 500.
500 different
Bro,
people have
that's
played
crazy.
this podcast. 500
In
different people have heard you say bleh. Yo.
Thank you,
Bro,
man.
yeah, thank you guys so
for
much. Like,
fucking with us.
we can't even imagine the amount of the growth in 3 months. 500 unique parents. I say parents. Oh
Come on,
my
Kamsi.
God! It means we have to start talking about the topic. We have to get.
I guess
into
you're
the
just so
topic.
excited.
I'm too excited for this topic. I'm always excited every time I'm recording. What's wrong with me?
That's why I
African
said
parents,
breathe, bro. African parents.
Jeffrey, if you don't mind me asking, what is your relationship with your parents like?
You
Is
know
it good?
something? This topic is funny because I've how would I put it? I have such amazing parents.
Mad,
and then, like I always keep
you guys know
quiet.
they're listening to the podcast.
I always keep quiet whenever people are like explaining how like their own parents are so irrational. Should I use that word? But like you know that mindset that it's my way or no other way.
Yo, your parents aren't like that.
I had pretty understanding parents. But I mean, like, let's be honest, but there's sometimes where you need to parent, and then there's sometimes where it's like they're chilled, you feel me? Like, before, but when I was young, I used to think, these people are just being wicked for nothing. Like, there are sometimes when I was to go out, and my parents are like, no, don't go out. Like, around 11 p.m., I was going out, they're like, no.
At what age did you want to go out?
Probably like 14, 15.
14,
That's what I'm
15,
saying.
you want to go
That's
out
what
at
I'm
11
saying. And then they'll
p.m.
be like, no. And then I'll think, they're being irrational, you feel me? Like they're being wicked. But then at the same time, they still allowed me to do that stuff, but at a fair share. You feel me? So it was a bit confusing for me. I thought, I was even enjoying until I now started having this kind of conversations with
I'm
people.
hearing about other people's stories.
Exactly. And that was when I realized that, okay, I have really, really amazing parents that understand.
Your parents are amazing because they allowed you to go out by 11 p.m.
That's an example.
Okay,
now.
I see it.
There are certain like little things, like even hairstyles as well. Like for example, when I was in Nigeria, I was able to twist my hair, like do dreads and stuff. Exactly.
You didn't have African parents.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly.
Your parents grew up in England.
You see what I'm saying? So
you didn't have African parents, bro.
It's like it was a different experience for me, so I can't really like speak personally, but I can speak on what I've seen.
What you've seen and what you've heard.
Exactly.
So what? I mean, let me just skip myself. I think I have amazing parents as well because. Yeah,
please,
my parents are very.
These plans because it's really blocking.
No, like Emeka guy always.
Bro,
always
we need
tripping.
proper interior designer.
Bro, we need you. Okay, let's just say this on the Block Podcast. hiring a set decorator.
No car, bro. Slash
cap.
manager. Just
Set decorator. If you think that's something you like to do, and if you have an ass, I mean, you can also. Sorry.
Come on, Kamsi.
I'm sorry about that.
Don't mix. Sok said that he doesn't have female friends because he mixed the sex and the friendship.
Okay.
So we shouldn't be.
This is not friendship. This is business relations.
That's even why you should take it more seriously.
Okay, my bad. Set decorator. OTB.
Slash manager or someone who's keeping schedule for us because we really need that.
How can you be a set decorator / manager? Okay. I mean, you can all join.
Just look for one leader
just have us and then
but just know that's your role.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Kamsi.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to change.
About this.
We spoke about this. The therapist told us about this.
Come on. But as you were saying.
Yeah, so but I also had good parents as well. Like they were very African parents. I said, what is it?
No, you're right.
They were very African in their parenting, right? But like I think I just kind of understood a lot of the reasons why they did what they did. So that's just where I'll leave it as. Do you think African parenting is flawed? Like we have a long way to go to. Like all the from what you've heard, at least you said from your own perspective, like. You can't really speak personally. So let that be. We're putting it out there now for you to hear that. Oh, for us, for at least for Jeffrey, maybe it's not as thick as some people's
typical African parents.
As some people's situation.
Not that type. Nah.
But like you're just putting it out there. So do you, in your own opinion, do you think it's flawed? Like just based on what you've heard and everything?
I'll give you two.
Oh God, the English on this episode. Yeah, I said,
You're impressing me now.
Stop.
I'll give you two perspectives. One from my perspective, then what I think is the general Nigerian perspective. From my perspective, I think, bro, that's the best style of parenting because it was like they exposed me to the real world. Like they let me go out and see things for my own self. Like it got to a certain stage of my life. Me and my elder sister, because like it's just 2 years difference. Okay. So they raised us like basically the same way. So it got to a stage of our lives where our parents don't even argue with us. Like if they tell us no, don't do this, and then we feel we know better, they'll just leave us to learn it by ourselves. You feel me? Like they had this mindset that experience is the best teacher. But at the same time, it's not like they'll just I'm not watching what you're doing. Like they'll just turn their backs.
I agree with that.
There's sometimes where it's like they hold, like they have a firm hand. That no means no. Like I don't even care whether you're angry. Like there's sometimes where my mom and my dad, they'll make decisions. I mean, my sister were physically angry. You know, it's we go upstairs. We just, you don't see us for the rest of the day. We just that sulking and you have beef with your parents and they don't care. Like they will even, when it's time to eat, they'll call you. When it's time to eat,
I can't remember the day. God, you just reminded me of a traumatic experience. My mom sent me to secondary school, JS2, secondary school boarding house.
Damn,
guys, she came to pick my sister from school, and then what now happened? It was not the same day. She wasn't going to pick. She wasn't taking me home. I think my sister was sick, so she was going home early. I cried for this woman. I cried, mommy, take me home. She just looked at me and she left me there. I was hurt. Mommy, if you are listening to this, I was hurt. That was years ago. I'm still hurt. You never apologized. And every time I bring it up, you just laugh at me. Okay, it's cool.
It's funny because, like, yes, that's how my mom is too. Like, if they feel like they're disciplining you, if that's a word, and you don't like it, they will just ignore you.
They will just ignore you.
They don't
like
care how
crazy.
You feel. But at the same time, it's like their parents, they won't start running. You know, you can't change somebody. Whether it's your brother, your sister, you can't change the person. You feel me? You can only guide them to that change.
You can only guide them to that.
So that's basically
wisdom.
But I know y'all miss my wisdom.
Wisdom.
So that's basically what they did. But then I see like other African parents, right? I feel like yes, they're doing the right thing in terms of discipline. Cause when I come to this part of the world where you see people acting how like kids do whatever they want, and there's a certain age in a kid's life.
What did you just say? This part of the world, people do whatever they want.
Do what they want in terms of like their parents are not that strict and
okay.
Like they're wayward.
Their punishment is go to your room. Mike,
exactly, you're grounded.
To your room. I'm sorry if that sounded racist, but I had no choice.
Exactly, bro. I didn't just want to say it like that, but thank you. But yeah, man. So it's like with African parents using that
disciplinarian
form.
Have you seen that? Did you see that thing that where they'll say, Mike, get to your room, and then he'll go there, he'll slam the door. We're in an African home.
You close it gently.
Close it gently.
Exactly.
Bro,
Because then you know what's coming next. Like I said, this other part of the world, they can do anyhow. They can disrespect their parents, and But with us, they don't even have to say anything. Just a look is good enough to discipline you, and I feel like that's needed in a child's life because children need like that control. Like being a parent is different from being a friend. Like you need to be able to mix both. Like okay, I'm my child's friend, and they tell me how they are feeling and all of that. But then you need to
be the one, the one in charge. Basically.
Exactly. Like you need to correct them when they are wrong. And I feel a lot. Okay, I'll say 40% of African parents get that like mix right, but then the rest fail it, and like they now have this image of a dictator in their home. Mommy's back, daddy's back, everybody's running, change the channel. Like, bro, it's funny because my parents were at home. I don't know how this will make us sound, but we used to watch Trace, Sound City, all those channels.
And they allow you.
Not like they really allowed it, but like my dad would not sit down and watch it with us. You feel me? But it's like if he sees it, he won't just kneel down there. Let me fly. Why are you watching this? All that kind of. He would just be like, you guys shouldn't watch this. Like look at the naked, look how they're doing drugs. All that. And then to us, we felt they're being cool. But now, like I understand this. Imagine me coming home and I see my child watching people smoking and drinking and twerking. Like obviously, I wouldn't want them
watching
to watch
Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, sorry, carry on. Carry on.
I didn't want to call names as well, but he helped me. So it was like
Cardi B. Carry on.
They were not really dictators, but they were disciplinarians.
Yeah, disciplinarians.
Like,
so you're basically saying like at the end of the day, parents just want to discipline their children, right? And then.
But my point is a lot of Nigerian African parents miss that. They miss that,
a lot of them miss that. So that's like it always now is that line between correcting and abusing and actually abusing the child. Because guys, think of it like this. These are African parents, they have a lot of weapons.
Bro, like a lot, man. Like mentally and physically.
Mentally and physically. Even if it just even be fat by mistake. Guy, they will tell you that you're fat.
Bro, my dad used to tease me, bro. If he sees me going to the kitchen to eat snacks, you start calling me Oyo Niri. It means someone that likes food in Igbo. I'm like, you're bullying me, bro. But at the end of the day, it was just like him playing
tough
with
love,
me. Tough love, exactly.
True.
And I liked it because okay, as much as people don't like their feelings getting hurt.
Yeah.
If your brother, if your sister, if your mom, your own family, they don't hurt your feelings, who will? Like, I'd rather have them tell me the truth. Than people outside. And
I was fat when I was young, and my mom would be telling me that my singlet is my bra. Bro. My mom was savage, bro.
She was roasting her own kid.
She was savage.
Don't kill me.
She was savage.
But like, let's be honest, we needed those things.
In a way, kind of. But my point is like you said, a lot of African parents, they miss this mark. You get me? Like, guy, they will literally use slippers to slap your face, bro. Slippers, belts.
Beating the hell out of their child.
I asked what did the guy do? He told a lie. He broke the cup and he did not. He wasn't. Unless I broke the glass cup and I didn't want the punishment for it. And then you think I'm lying. It's not even that. It's not even that I'm actually lying. You just think I'm lying.
Exactly. Like there's really no proof. It's just
come on. That should be abused now.
Yeah, bro. No be lie. And the thing is, I always ask myself, like, do these parents think they're really like disciplining the child? Because one, you have not corrected them.
Exactly.
So they don't know why they are being punished. They don't know what they did wrong. So if it will definitely occur again because we're humans, we make mistakes first of all. So it could be a mistake. Exactly. And just because you haven't corrected them, they wouldn't know what to avoid or how to avoid it.
True.
So it's like you're basically just training that child to be tough and know how to.
Yeah, and just some children will just become tough and then they will.
And that's why I see a lot of them are more stubborn. Like they have
exactly.
This, like Somto said, facade. Like now people go to church, they look good. So it's more like at home. Cause let me give you a story. I remember I went for this concert in Lagos. I saw this girl. She came in with. She was wearing like hot pants, you know what I'm talking about, like bomb shorts that is above your knees. Like midway to your thighs, then half of your cheeks are showing. Like those that.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it before. I've never seen it in person. I've never removed it before. Seen it before.
But like that was what she wore, man. And then it was now time to go home. I just saw this girl wearing tracksuits. wearing a hoodie. And I'm like, okay, so I see what this is. Back home, you can't really dress like this. And if a parents see you doing this, like, they know, you know what's going to happen next, you feel me? So it's more like you bring this side outside. Yeah. And I don't like that, because if your own kids cannot confine in you, who else, you feel me? Like, would you rather have your kids learning about the world from outside than from you feel me? So like when I saw that thing, I couldn't even blame the girl. Like it was more of her parents, you feel me? Like,
but it's going to be very difficult for a parent to achieve that kind of. I think very few. I think like only 10-15% of parents actually get that relationship with the child. And to even actually get there to that point with a child where the child can tell you that, show you that I'm going to show half of my ass out today. Like, you're going to, and I don't want it to just, let it not be like it's just a girl thing, but like just anything, just because that was the example JBoy used, right? Yeah. But like, the parent has to allow a lot of things slide. Has to allow a lot of things slide, because if we are being honest, the parent can already see that this is a mistake, but they're trying to stop you from making that mistake. But like, it's going to be very hard to stop you when you're like, no, I want to do this thing. Allow me have my free will. But at the same time, the parent is like, nah, this shit ain't good for you. But unfortunately for human beings, we just want to see it for ourselves.
Experience is the best teacher. Like, it goes back to my point where it's like you cannot change somebody, you can only guide them to that change. Most African parents want to play the game for them. They want to play life for their kids. Like, they want to live like, they want to be in control of, okay, my child is going to this school, my child is eating this, my child is eating that. And they want it to be their own pattern,
according to their own program.
Journey. Exactly. But truth is, everybody has their own life. See, there was something that I saw that changed my mind. It was like, you see some people, like, everybody has, they say this thing, every man has his own. Either you smoke, you drink, or you womanize.
Okay.
And
I don't do any of those things.
Oh, shut up, I beg.
But continue.
We all know the one.
I know, mommy, I know you will be listening at this point. I don't want any criminal to incriminate me. So carry on.
So it's like, person A could be a smoker, person B could be a drinker, person C could be a womanizer. To person B, who is the smoker, drinking would be like a big taboo. But to person A, who is a drinker, smoking could be a big taboo. And I feel like everybody has their own path in life. Like, all those thorns and all those obstacles are there for a reason. So instead of focusing on what that person is going through, why not just focus on your own? Because at the end of the day, it's all the same.
But it's difficult when it's your child.
Yes, that's why, like, I was going to say, you just have to tolerate those things. Man, I know my parents, they've tolerated bullshit. Like, I know there's so many things I've told my mom. Like, I remember 2017 or so, Valentine's Day, I skipped school first of all. Okay, it's not like I skipped school. It was not by force to go to school. So I went to my mom. I was like, I want to go to the movies because it's my friend's birthday. Valentine's Day. You want to go to the movie because it's your friend's birthday. Please, if your child came to you and told you that, what would be the first thing that will come to your head?
I'll remove my belt and flog him.
Why? Because you think they're going on a date. I think he's lying,
exactly. And going on a date.
But then my mom, she saw it and she was like, just be safe. She spoke to me, just be safe. She gave me money. She told me, okay, be home by this time. You feel me? And to me, but I thought, I got away with one. I'm going out with my girl and we're going to watch a movie on Valentine's Day. But it's just now that I'm thinking about it, like, this woman, for sure, she knew what was going on. Yeah. But she didn't want to be all up in my business because, one, that would push me away from her. Yeah. Now, but see how I'm saying, speaking about that day like it's nothing. I can also say to her face like, oh, this is what happened. But if it was a case where she now started interrogating me, and let's say I just managed to get away with it, I'll never speak about that thing again because I've lied to her. And then if anything happens, I wouldn't go back to her to tell her a secret. Yeah. So it's like, it comes with a price. Like I said, being a friend and being a parent to your child is not easy. Because to be a friend, you have to tolerate bullshit. And to be a parent, you have to be like strong-handed. You feel me?
You have to be a disciplinarian.
So it's like, you just need that balance. And like you said, it's not easy.
It's not easy, man. But okay, would you beat your child?
It depends. It depends. Like, I feel like children deserve to be flogged. Bro,
you need to flogged. You need to flog them. You don't understand. You've not seen some children.
No, see, you need to treat a human being like a human being and an animal like an animal. in the sense that you're not listening. I'm teaching you, taking my time to correct you. I'm being patient with you.
No, but think of it like this. When the child is like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Then I don't think
between those ages.
I don't think it depends. Like I said,
I just say that
flog them with an explanation, like with a reason, like
but that's not see. I think the major reason about flogging, is like I can't explain this thing to you. I just need you to know that if you do this bad thing, you get flogged.
Yeah. That's why I said it depends, because I won't flog my child for stealing biscuits. No, I won't do that. I feel like it needs like to be something that.
Imagine you come to my house now, and then my child is disrespectful to you. Guy, I'll flog the hell out of that child. Like, obviously depending on the age. But like, if he's around, I'll flog that child and
exactly.
see that. When you've gone, obviously, you'll be begging for the child. Just leave him. But me, I'll beat that boy. I'll say to you, how can you disrespect JBoy? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, because there's no way I can explain to him at that particular point in time it's wrong to be disrespectful. But the next time he wants to disrespect anybody, he'll remember the ass whooping he got.
Yes.
That's how I see it. That's my own mind.
I feel like that one, it came with a lesson and a reason.
Yeah.
Like, the reason is, okay, you were disrespectful, and the lesson is don't do it again. But there's some people that just out of anger, you're asking your child a question, the child is taking time to answer. Bah!
Yeah.
You guys are solving, you're doing assignments, the child is thinking, bah! That assignment one gets me a lot, because it's like, it's not that the child refuses to answer this. The child genuinely does not know.
And you know the thing about these parents? Them too, when they were small, they did not know.
Thank you.
Why do parents always lie and tell us that?
Thank you.
Why do parents lie and tell us that they always finish first in school and they got first in maths and English?
See what I'm saying? But all those narratives, for example, I didn't have that at home. Like I swear, like my dad literally told me he used to struggle with was it chemistry or so, like he didn't like it. Like my parents were really honest with me. My mom didn't. I don't think she talks about her grades. All I know is she studied acting in uni, but I don't know about her high school life like that. But I think she was imperfect. But that's by the way, man. But like I was saying, like I didn't really see all those narratives
parts
first
of it, like the line, those parts of it. I mean, not really for me as well, but like it's just something like. It's not just our parents, even other adults around us. They'll be saying that thing. When I was your age, I was doing this, I was doing that. It's Bill Gates, not your age mate.
You see, another thing is comparison. Like, I've noticed this, and like I said, now it's just like it feels like I'm bragging. My dad genuinely told me one day that he will never compare us with kids, like especially with grades, that he wouldn't do that because it demoralizes your child, bro. And then imagine your child.
They say comparison is the killer of joy.
Yes, it is. Because imagine your child is coming home every day and is like, pops or daddy or whatever. Why does this boy in school have more money than me? Why does his father drive this car? And why do you drive that car? Imagine your child coming to you and asking that question. How would you answer it? How would you feel?
I'll flog him.
You see? Well, yes, your child will get a B. Somebody else will get an A, and you're asking them, the person that got A, does he have two heads?
And me, when I was your age, I was getting A.
Like, it makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense, but like unfortunately, a lot of parents do that thing where they compare and then... it's like, I don't even know. Like, okay, so let's add more of this. Like, and there's another thing they always say: spare the rod and
spoil the child.
What does that even mean? Like, and that rod is like, this is just an excuse for them to just cut leaf and beat somebody.
So flog you
stupid. Like, they always find a reason to flog you. So what does that even mean?
Nigerians are not normal using Bible to justify nonsense.
Oh yeah, traditions and all those things coming together.
And the sad thing is, Bible is written in a way that everybody can translate it. Like, everybody has their own translation. So it's probably something that one person started and then everybody picked up.
They will not say the part where they say, fathers, don't provoke your child. I say your child. Oh my God. Yeah, so don't provoke your child to anger. Nobody talks about that part, but like they always be talking about.
The thing is, that spell rod, that's not complete. That's not
even the complete passage. They just want to use it to belt you that day.
Yeah.
I mean, my parents never really beat me, Sha, but I know they beat my siblings. They never really beat me. Me, I was always just there looking in the corner.
Good boy.
I was a good boy.
Spare the rod and spoil the child. How I see it is, spare the rod. The rod is correction. So you
Yeah.
spare that correction.
Wisdom.
And then you're spoiling the child.
Yeah.
But no, Nigerian
Exactly. So it actually relates to what you were saying about being their friend and being a parent.
Exactly.
So you have to find a balance because if you're always their friend and you're trying not to hurt their feelings, you're actually spoiling the child.
Them, yeah.
But if you're always the parent and you're not being their friend, they're going to go and find another person to be their friend, and that person might not give them the best advice like you would give them.
Exactly.
So I mean, everything is just upside down, man. But I mean, African parents would you say that generally they are getting it wrong, or
I feel like they're doing well? Because if you look at it, I've genuinely had the conversation with myself about it. Most of them are acting based on the way they were raised. And
true.
Let's take this thing back to history. Some people will say, "Oh, Jeffrey's just being woke." Our forefathers or our ancestors or those ones at first, they were around during that slave trade era where Nigeria was ruled by military and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So most things that they do is more like, you have to do it. And if you don't do it, I'll flog you.
Yeah,
So
I would
they
just
felt-
wonder where all those traditions just came from, like in terms of hair, keeping hair.
Exactly. That's the same thing I
like,
used to wonder too, until I now realized that it's actually way back. Like when the British came in, like if you notice, there was a style of dressing in Nigeria. Like you see that parted hair with gel and all of that. You feel me? Like everybody should be corporate, you know, that uniform style, and it's still there till today in schools and stuff like that. And older generation, they really. Should I say look up to it, or they really
that's how they grew up basically.
So for them that's the way. So like they're trying to influence
That's how
into
it's
our
only what
own.
they know they can give, right?
Exactly.
In terms of raising a
So at the end
child.
of the day, is what they've been through, what they've seen, what they were taught, and you can't really blame them
True,
because they
in a
don't
way.
know better. Like that's what they that's what they were brought up with, and that's why I'm really happy that our generation, you know, we're now speaking up and
we might actually try and do better than.
because I feel for us, our generation, these next coming parents, it's going to be a mixture of both. Like, in as much as everybody will be like, "Oh, I'll just spoil my child, I won't flog my child," blah, 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 blah. Trust me, you won't sit down there and just watch your child do nonsense. Like,
so how are we going to be different? Or what do you think is going to be the major difference between?
we'll be less strict. We'll be more friends. Like, now you see a lot of children confide in their parents and tell their parents actual secrets. Like, you see.
One thing I said
genuine
about it,
relationships.
same thing I said the last episode. Like, if you ask parents, they always tell you that, "Oh, I actually want to have I want to have a relationship with my children. I want my children to be my friend, blah, 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 blah." That's what this older generation always say. Are we going to end up turning like that and actually saying the same thing? "Oh, I want to have a relationship with my children, but it just doesn't work out. They just don't want to share things." Do you think it's like that's like a kind of thing that's always going to repeat itself?
Yes, you know why? Generation, we all change. We all have different mindsets.
All our young ones we have to start praying for male sons and female daughters because
Don't be me talk calm. Don't be me talk calm.
I'm just messing around with you guys, bro. You guys can have female sons. Yeah, man.
You know what's funny? In this day and age, it's very possible to have a female son. Like,
I mean,
it's very possible, bro.
Yeah.
Like that thing, female son, doesn't even sound new to
but
me.
let's not get into that now. Let's not get into that. I always talk about that. So to round up, what did I want to say?
Sorry,
again?
I was going to add something to that question you just asked me. Because I was speaking with a friend and I was telling her that, you know how we always complain about our uncles and aunties, how they see us and they're like, "Oh, you've grown, that kind of thing." Now I see my cousins, yeah. I see them, I see their pictures, and I'm like, bro, these people are grown. Like, where are they growing to? If you
say the same exact
exactly. I remember, this is what my uncles and aunties were doing, and I didn't like it.
And you didn't like it.
So at the end of the day, life is in stages. So we will now be at a stage where we're all about wisdom and trying to do the right things. And we're speaking with kids who just want to have fun with their life and don't even know.
Exactly. And the kids want to they want to make their mistakes now.
Exactly.
You've already made your mistakes and you learn from them. And you're trying to tell someone, "Oh, be like this." And they just look at you like, "Come on, I want to shake my ass."
Exactly. That's why, like, my main advice is do not try to take control. Just be there. That's
just
the main
be there.
thing. Just be there. Don't try and take control.
Yeah, that's actually true. I saw something in one of these stupid series I was watching. They said a parent doesn't have to be perfect. They just have to love you. I think that was in Hawkeye.
Yes,
actually.
that's what it is. Because see, but let's use God for example. God is the perfect parent. You can sin 700 times, and God will still forgive you.
Yeah,
no matter what. So I feel like we should use that We should use God as an example
as
on
like
how
an example
we should be with
on how
our
we
kids.
should be. True.
If you mess up, God will punish you. You feel me?
And
there are consequences for it. So, that's just what we should do, man.
And finally, I just want to like know, like, what do you think is African parents' biggest fear?
In what sense? Can you expand
parents in terms of their child? Like, what do you think is their biggest fear?
I think it's growing up. A lot of African parents don't want to accept that their children are growing and having their own life and making their own decisions.
Wisdom.
You see them, they want to cage a child till they're done with uni. They're like, oh, you're under my control until you're out of my roof.
No, yeah.
As long as you're under my roof, you're under my control. That's it. So I don't think that's helpful. Like from 15, 16, 17, those ages, like you should be able to teach your child how to make mistakes. How to make mistakes, especially when you're there. So that if they are wrong, if they fall, you lift them up. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when they're now finally on their own, they will understand how these things work. Because imagine a child who has been with his parents since all his life for 18 years, bro, and then boom, all of a sudden he's going to uni all by himself in another country alone. That child will suffer for his first year. Like, he would need a lot of time to learn
I go tell you, I
things.
could scam that boy.
Exactly. Like,
I
you
didn't
need
say
a lot
nothing.
of
For all
time
the police listening,
to
I didn't say
learn
nothing.
things. So it's like you need to teach them when they're in your presence. Let them fall. At least they still have you to back them up.
For me, I just think African parents, their biggest fear, most of the time, based on what me have seen, is how other people see them and their family. And so they make a lot of decisions based on what they think other people will think, and that's a very bad habit. If you're an African parent, stop it now. If you have an African parent, tell them to stop it, even though they will beat you with a belt.
But I know it's funny. It also relates to that last episode about church.
The church and how
how the church.
Everybody's speaking because they don't want to see. They don't want. They care about how other people see them, right?
I know it's funny because we as well. Like now, an African mother that is scared. Oh, they will see my child with dyed hair. They will say, oh, he's a street boy.
It's not really about the dyed hair. It's about how other people will think that, oh, this guy has dreads, so he's probably. I know
why they think that way, because most of them also think like that. If it was another person's child, they will also say the same thing.
They'll say the same thing.
So it's more like eternally, like, fix yourself there. You know how people say, oh, the society is messed up. Who is the society? We.
It's we.
So if we all fix up, the society will fix up. So African parents, hope you're listening.
JBoy, They say African parents, hope you're listening. JBoy, it was another fun episode.
Bro, that was fast.
It was fast very fast.
That was really fast, though.
Very fast.
Yeah.
Another fun episode. To all our 500 unique listeners. 500 different people have listened to us. Thank you again for your continued support. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it.
I like that because it's still going on.
It's still going, Thank you guys so much. African Parents episode. If you're going to, you see, if you're having sex right now, you're going to become an African parent. So just change.
Who the fuck is going to be having sex and listening to us speak? Like, no, just imagine. Keep talking now. Imagine.
Thank you for that pussy that you gave to me.
Imagine that.
Play the outro. Play the outro now. Thank you for that pussy that you gave to me. It was a wonderful week. 500 unique viewers.
Should I run Instagram stats?
Instagram numbers about 128 followers.
Please get us to 130 before our next episode drops. Just 2 followers.
2 new followers. And YouTube is doing very good as well. 22 subscribers, I believe. Like 22 different people who are having we're having a lot of, to me, there are a lot of views already because we've not done any form of promotion. You guys are just supporting. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. The season is about to come to an end.
That's crazy.
Season 1 is about to come to an end. Have a wonderful week.
Yes,
Dari and Davey on Sunday. Good night,
Watch
everyone.
out for season 2. We got surprises for y'all. We out. Boom.